This area is the grandest looking of the lot, and not a single soldier in sight.
So probably the place. This is it, everyone. We can't let VHOLRAN treat people's lives like toys any longer. We need to put an end to his tyranny here and now. Everyone ready?
Ready.
We've come this far.
Without question.
I'm nervous, but I know what needs to be done.
We've come for you, VHOLRAN!
Did you really come all this way, just so I could take you back over his dead body?
Bastard! He dismissed them?
He must not think he needs them to defeat us.
Why have you been coming after me? Isn't it your ambition to become the winner of the crown contest?
My ambition, you say? I have no ambitions. Since the beginning, everything was mine to control. Everything, including your life. I'm happy to see you.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
A lonely, watery grave is all the burial you shall ever deserve. And yet, it wasn't without regret that I watched you sink beneath those waves. Now, I get to savor carving the life of your body myself.
So all this, kidnapping shields, sacrificing those people, it was all just for your own sick satisfaction? To help pass the time?
I would not expect you to understand the tedium that absolute power lays upon you.
I've had it with your mad ramblings. I'm here to take you down, VHOLRAN, and free those you've enslaved!
Very well. I shall look forward to fashioning my throne from the remains of your existence. Today you will die at my hand, and I shall bask in your final desperate pleas.
Well, I look forward to disappointing you.
Shot!
Be gone.
Burning strike!
It's on!
Look shot!
Light.
Take this!
Enjoy.
Flame of fury! Burning!
Eat this!
Here.
Here's evil! Look shot! Resonate with the earth!
No further!
Hurricane Horizon!
Resonate with the earth!
Gemini Alpha! Annihilation! Hurricane Reload!
Enjoy. Lightning rupture.
Going in! Radiant Pierce!
What's the wrong?
Look shot! Radiant Pierce! Time to shot! Back into the fray! Magna Ray! Annihilation! Hurricane Crush! In the sky, it's mine!
Bathed in
Here
blood.
goes!
Rending you
Hurricane
apart.
Strike!
Bloody
Radiant Pierce!
Take this.
Hurricane Strike!
Going in.
Lunar Horizon!
Rending you
Back into the
apart.
Hurricane Strike!
Take this.
Magna Ray! Annihilation! Discharge!
No dawn shall
Here
break
goes
this
Flame of
night.
Fury! Here's evil!
Take the flame inside.
He just won't stay still! If you can draw his attention, I'll pin him down.
Come on! Your mother! Here's the roar! Here's strike! I'm ready!
Now!
miss! Annihilation! Radiant pierce! Hurricane strike! Going in! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike! Laser spear! Here's evil! Hurricane strike! Laser!
The enemy yields arcs too.
You'll soon see about that.
Going in! Hurricane reload! This one's mine!
I'll thank you.
Hurricane strike!
Entertain me.
I'm ready.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Is that it?
Here I come! You're finished!
I never miss! This one's perfect planning!
Leave the
Now
ensnaring
this
to
is
me.
enjoyable.
Yeah, and pummeling to me.
Burning laser spear! Here's evil!
I'll grind you into dust.
Freeze laser!
Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying just yet.
Eyes on the ground! Here it comes!
Damn it! Don't take your attention off him either! Here's a healing arc!
Soaring here.
Let me help! Searing
Try
flail! Reload!
harder!
Alright, let me out!
Enjoy.
There! Help this!
Ignite!
Back into the fray! This one's mine!
Take
Here's a
this.
healing arc! On guard! First aid! Denied!
Take this.
None shall escape my
Take
judgment!
this.
Die.
On guard!
Begin.
Look sharp!
Die.
Mega
Look
ray!
sharp.
Captivity.
Take this.
If it's in the sky,
Take this.
hurricane fire! Glacial spear! Here's evil!
Take
I
this.
never miss! Going in!
Take this.
Glacial spear! Here's evil! Freeze laser!
That's far
Hurricane
enough.
strike! On guard!
Take this.
In a bind.
On guard! Burning glacial spear! On guard! Freeze laser! Hurricane strike! This one's mine!
Take that.
Igneous! Target! Hurricane strike! This one's mine!
Driver.
Take this.
Radiant pierce!
Can you take it?
Tiger blade! Radiant pierce!
Benediction.
Hurricane blast! Back into the fray!
Fall.
Annihilation!
Benediction light.
Flame of fury!
You picked the wrong fight! Take this!
Hurricane strike! Radiant pierce!
You're finished! Try harder!
Tempt it.
Mega ray! Hurricane strike! Going in!
Take
By
that.
the power, I never miss!
You're finished!
Take this.
Single jet!
Enjoy. Take this.
On guard! Healing circle! Appreciate the help!
Here I come! Rising water! Rising feet!
Radiant pierce! Discharge!
It's over!
Now this is enjoyable.
Tiger blade! I'm all stocked up! This one's mine! Lightning! Glacial strike! Radiant pierce! No, it won't end like this!
You'll pay for that!
Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by dying just yet. Die.
Try harder!
Glacial spear! Here's evil!
The flame
Freeze
inside me
laser!
yearns to be let free!
Benediction light.
Searing flame!
Ignite!
Hurricane blast!
You're mine!
Annihilation! Mega... An outstanding effect! By the power of fire!
In a bind.
Take this. Just like that.
Lunar Corruption!
Take this.
This one's mine! Look sharp! Healing circle!
Fool.
Aw, radiant pierce!
Take
Here,
this.
let me help! Searing flame! This one's mine! I'm out of it! I'm all stuffed up!
Take
Here I
this.
come! Annihilation! Lightning!
Everlasting darkness.
Take this.
Another incantation ruined.
Hurricane strike!
Bathed in blood.
Fool.
Denied! Radiant pierce! This one's
In a bind.
Hurricane strike! Back into the fray!
Everlasting
Take
negative
strike! Hurricane strike!
Die.
On guard! Annihilation! Mega ray! Hurricane strike!
Die.
On guard! Flame! Reload!
Take this.
Hurricane Gemini Aqua! Going in! Mega ray! Annihilation!
Here. Take this. Here. Take this. Enjoy.
Burn in hell!
Magna Ray! Back into the fray!
In a bind?
Piercing roar!
Finish!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Got him! It's all over. VHOLRAN. Now put an end to that death procession you're holding outside. Right now! You think this is over? What? Who do you think you are?
No, that's... How can this be? If Alpin's the Sovereign, how is it possible that VHOLRAN has that crest as well?
And if VHOLRAN'S the Sovereign, then what was the point of the crown contest?
After everything we witnessed, it would seem the whole thing is a ruse.
Bow before your sovereign. What the hell are you?
How sweet your ignorance must be. You resent not being the only sovereign. That's why you're after me. Isn't it? There is that, I'll admit. But your grandest sin was unveiling your strength.
Sin? You use people as playthings. What right have you to speak of sin?
Sin is for the weak. The powerful care only for domination.
We never asked for this. No one did.
What do I care of your wants? You are but a mote of dust in the light.
Alpin!
I'm through taking orders from tyrants.
Lightning! Where are you going? Time to shine! Here, let me out the door!
No further.
First aid! Let me out!
Denied!
Captivity! Hurricane strike! Lightning!
Going in!
You're mine!
Glacial Spear!
Here's evil! Glacial fire!
I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out.
And miss all the fun? No way.
By the power of Radiant Pierce!
Resonate with the earth.
Burn! Take this!
Time to shine! This one's mine! Here, let me help! Hurricane strike! First aid!
Out of light.
Switch
Resonate with the earth.
field!
Unleash lightning!
Here's a healing art! This one's mine!
Can't get out of this!
Radiant Pierce!
Unleash
I will you all!
Elusive deity!
Healing circle! This one's mine!
Elusive deity!
Spirit Slam! Reload!
Unleash lightning!
Hurricane healing circle! Where are you going?
True power!
Denied!
Lunar corruption! Hurricane flame! Look sharp!
Please fight!
Hurricane strike! On guard!
Unleash lightning!
Here's a healing art! First aid!
You require a hand.
Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Strike!
vines?
All shall bow before me!
No time to break this night.
He's too fast to keep up with!
Then we'll take him together. Rinwell, follow my lead.
Okay,
I'll provide cover.
Let the marksman
All shall
handle
bow
this.
before me!
Hurricane Flash! I'm out of mine. Mega Ray!
Unleash lightning!
Going in. I never miss.
All shall bow before me!
Rending you apart.
here goes! Take this! There!
Wretched worm!
Everyone together.
I'll shoot him down!
Mission! This one's all mine!
Hurricane Flash! Going in. Annihilation!
This should do it! An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Down. You're on.
Will this help? Time to shine.
Unleash lightning!
Healing circle.
In a bind?
Crescent moon. Mega ray.
Everlasting dust.
Do it.
In an instant! Impact block! Know your place!
Look sharp.
Here I come!
Heal.
Tiger blade.
Kneel before your sovereign!
Hurricane strike.
This one's mine.
Here, this one's mine.
You're like Annie here!
Hurricane here.
He's about to attack.
Gift! We need to stop him! I am proof of it! All others shall be banished!
Hurricane strike. Burning strike. Glacial spear. Here's evil.
Try harder! Try harder!
Could this be the true power of a sovereign?
What is this?
Denied.
Thanks!
Going in.
Die!
Hurricane strike.
Can't get out of this.
Going in. Annihilation. Mega.
This should do it!
Annihilation.
Look sharp. Negative gate.
I'll heal you all. Hurricane strike. Healing circle.
I owe you one back.
Thanks! I will show you truth!
Another incantation brewing.
Take this! Stop! Try harder!
Will this help?
Negative gate.
I gotta break everything! I owe you one! I'll destroy you! Thanks! Rising Wyvern! The flame is rising! Yours to be let free!
Benediction light.
Not today! Coyote!
Hurricane strike. Going in. Ready to go.
It's all too hell!
On guard. Here, let me help. Hurricane strike.
Take this. I owe you one back.
Mega ray.
Time to shine.
I will show you truth!
Flame.
This one's mine. Denied.
Out of my
Lunar corruption. I never miss.
I'm ready to go.
Annihilation.
Take this!
Hear me. Flame of fury.
I shall erase
Tiger blade.
Resonate with the earth.
the last one!
Switch to offense.
On guard.
I owe you child! Pain! Great!
This one's mine.
Hurricane strike. On
I
guard.
owe you! I have no limit! Try harder!
Hurricane strike. Going in.
Demon Hunt! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! I shall be the ruler of all things!
Take this.
Going in.
I shall erase everything! Not today! Here I come!
Lunar
Slut!
Hurricane
Kneel before your sovereign!
annihilation.
This one's mine.
Flame of fury.
Take this!
Benediction light.
Switch to offense.
Ready to go. Radiant here.
Denied.
I'm all stocked up.
Igneous discord.
Lightning. Flame of fury.
I am the proof of it! All others shall be banished!
Hurricane the marksman handle.
This one's mine.
Try harder!
Hurricane Flight!
Eagle Ray!
Searing Canopy! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! What do you think you can do? This guy's still standing?
Victor! Road! Everything rightfully belongs to me! Rules over and crushes those who fall in his pit! Are next!
Is it over?
Yeah, I think so. There. We finally collected all of the Master Cores. So what do we do now?
It is said that bringing all the Master Cores together in one place should form the Renaissance.
So, now we put Shion's with the rest.
With that, we can finally free her of her thorns.
What's going on? Are we missing something?
We can't be. So why isn't it?
Alphen! Behind you!
Shion, are you the maiden?
What is this? Why is this happening?
What the? The Master Course!
Is that darkness? A dark Master Core?
The Renis Alma. It's here.
What's going on? The Renis Alma's only supposed to consist of the 5 Danon elements.
What do you think you're doing?
She disappeared?
What in the world just happened?
Is it over?
No. It's only just begun.
A month has passed. For the time being, we decided to stay put in Ganeth Heros. Even with their lord toppled, we had a long way to go before the people of Pelegion would be liberated in their hearts and minds. Lenegus hung ominously over our heads. We knew we'd need to deal with it sooner or later. We still had so many questions. The 2 sovereigns, the Red Woman and the Renis Alma. The present and past 300 years ago. Not to mention what happened to VHOLRAN'S body after his defeat. Still, we were determined to keep fighting. I had my hands full taking care of everything. But in some ways, I was kind of grateful to be so busy.
Are you all right? You looked like you were spacing out there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. You need something?
It's about that citizen's petition. I was coming to talk to you about it. If I'm being honest, I think the problems of this realm's Danans hit close to home for me.
Oh?
You saw how things were in Menancia? We might have put way too much faith in Dohalim, but at least we could still think independently. The people of this realm weren't even afforded that much basic dignity. I don't know what kind of future the people here are going to ultimately choose. But whatever it is they decide, I want to help do my part so they can make that decision of their own free will.
You mean like how the Danans and Renans of Menancia chose to remain committed to coexistence? It'd be nice if this was a step towards that dream.
That's another issue altogether. At the very least, I want to believe all our hard work will pay off in the end.
Yeah. I guess we can only focus on what we can do right now and take it from there.
I'm going to go on ahead. Would you mind talking to Shion for me? Once you're ready, we'll meet up at the castle entrance like usual. We can talk more there.
Right. Got it. Shion's been hanging out in the observatory a lot lately. Let's see if she's up there.
Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renaissance, right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegus. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renaissance actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are
Don't.
you...
It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from VHOLRAN. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Kisara said she wanted everyone to meet at the castle entrance. Hey, Shion.
Don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand, Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay? Guess I misread the landing.
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one then.
We better get a move on or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volran. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volran's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final Master Core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Were it any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what that problem is.
All right, then. Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Where are your rations? Did you not get yours?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly. Be slow and gentle with him.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that. So you have your rations, and it's enough food, but there's still something wrong with them. What is it exactly?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait, if you're not eating them, then what are you doing with them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to bring your rations in?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to investigate the castle.
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a reflex that was quite literally beaten into them. Undoing it will take some time.
I know it's not their fault they're like that, but it's still irritating to deal with.
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelagian, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for VHOLRAN'S cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate? Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean VHOLRAN'S soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Danans. Without them, making Pelagian half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelagian are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about. Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
Yeah, you've got a point. But
It's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do what we came here to do and get out.